Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Dan Greer, Clips DOT, coming at you from my amazing office area I've got down here. I've got my whiteboard and stuff like that. But what I came to show you was some of these fun stuff. So I've been doing some collecting. Just barely started this collection, but I've got How to Win Friends and Influence People. Now, if we look at this one's it should tell me what printing it is. This one's not that. So like you look at it and you're like, oh, that's an old book. It's not really that old. Well, I mean, it's kind of old, but this one was printed in like. Let's see, this is the 113th printing of it, so this is probably like almost 1 million books into the printing, which is wicked cool. But then you're like, oh, and there's another How to Win Friends and Influence People. This one's crazy cool. So this is the Canadian printing. We can see right there on the side, you see the Canadian printing. So How to Win Friends and Influence People is Dale Carnegie. Dale Carnegie was written in this one was written in 1936, something like that. If you are doing anything in leadership or in business or sales or anything like that, this is one of the best books to read. This is the 7th Canadian printing. What? Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, this book's in great condition. I'm going to put that bad boy back. But the one I really want to show you is over here. This one is wicked cool. This one is How to Win Friends and Influence People. I know, 3 of the same books. Call me crazy. But this one is crazy cool. This one is actually the 13th United States printing. So this is one of the first 225,000 copies of this book ever made. And it was printed in 1936, which is wicked cool. Just thought I'd share a little bit of that with you. One of the things that I've got to say is this, is like, whenever I first got started in business, whenever I first started doing all this stuff on my own, I was like, oh, I need to read a book. And everybody's like, read How to Think Big, How to Think Rich and Grow Big, or something like that. Think and Grow Rich. I'm so sorry, no big in there. Napoleon Hill. Everybody's going to be like, oh, what is that? So I got like 3 or 4 versions of that book. Anyways, super great book to read. I also really like Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, Poor Dad book. You can kind of see it over there hiding in that corner. How to Win Friends and Influence People was one of the first books that was recommended to me by one of my mentors, and that's kind of why it holds a special spot in my heart, and I've just been kind of really enjoying that. And you can see that there's several other Dale Carnegie books behind me and stuff like that. Anyways, when I first started business, I didn't know how much to read, right? And I thought, oh, I'll just read all these books. And so I just started reading these books, but I never actually implemented any of the books. Now then, what I do is I read a book and I implement it as I read it, and I study it. So like, I'll have to go over some of the books I've read, but like these Russell Brunson ones, if you're getting into marketing, like the Secrets trilogy that he has, if you're trying to learn marketing, those books are like phenomenal through and through. Read those things, study them. Don't just read them, but like study those books. Like study How to Win Friends and Influence People if you're in a leadership or sales position, right? Stuff like that. So anyways, just thought I'd drop you guys a quick note. Chat with you later. Bye.